Touchdown. Touchdown.
Hi guys, thanks again for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita, I am your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm Black Red Square. Welcome back, family. You know, it's been a nice little rest and relaxation type vibe, and now we're back and ready to rumble, you know what I mean? So
Ready to rumble?
yeah, we're ready for rumble. We're ready for rumble.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, give thanks for joining us again. You don't know, let's talk.
We hope this podcast is reaching you in good health and in good spirits wherever you are in the world.
Yes, and you don't know, as usual, before we kick it off, we like to big up our sponsors. You know what I mean? Simply Rose Craft. You don't know if you need your merch.
Yes, today we have new merch alert.
New merch alert. If you need your home decor, if you need your signs, door reads, stuff like that, please make sure you check in with Simply Rose Craft. She has it all. You know what I mean?
Yes. And also make sure you guys shop Nikki Glitz Cosmetics for all of your loose glitters. NikkiGlitzCosmetics.com for all your loose glitters. Make sure you use our code MMP22 to get your 20% discount off when purchasing.
Yeah, man. So big up our sponsors. And yeah, welcome back. Hope everything good. Hope, you know, these past few weeks has been good to you. It's been very good to us. And we give thanks, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a joy to be able to come back now and sit, reason with you guys again, you know what I mean? So get in tune and let's get back to reasoning. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be back with you guys. It's been a while. We took a little, some time off.
Yeah.
Because I was away in Atlanta. So, we didn't have any pre-taped episodes this time around because we've been so busy with the farm and, with his career and, with the Baggett. I'm trying to relaunch that, and the kids is in school. So it's just like so many different things.
A delicate balance.
Exactly. So we were just like, all right, let's not try to overwhelm ourselves and then try to do too much and then the episodes come out like blah. So it's just like, we want to give good content and we want to be in our best space,
Definitely.
When we are creating these podcast episodes for you guys. So, it was just important for us to not force it and not try to say, okay, we have to have something to put out. We have to have content because, our people understood. And for those who are new to our channel, welcome.
Yes.
Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so whenever we do release an episode, you will be notified.
ASAP.
And make sure you guys just share the podcast. We thank all of you guys for the support, all of our returning audience member and our new audience member and our new viewers, our new friends.
Yes.
We just hope you guys, full joy of the podcast is that we are, bringing forth in our newer episodes. And
go check out the older episodes them as well. They're fire.
Yeah,
so
because
please
we have a lot of
check
good
them out.
content and a lot of good topics that we do discuss.
Yeah.
And our topics are not like, what is expected.
Definitely.
And when you do get a topic that you're probably like, all right, that might top, but it's probably not what you think, how we feel, we really do feel. So it's interesting just to go back and relive and, just rewatch them and just, join the reasoning all over again.
Yes.
So if you guys do have the time, make sure you guys go over there on YouTube and rewatch all of the episodes, the visuals. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe on all of our podcast platforms that we are on, the streaming podcast
streaming platforms, yes.
The
podcast streaming platforms, yes.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go and check us out over there. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are available, we are there. And we just thank you guys so much for your support, your continued support. So yeah, what's going on? What's new?
Well,
talk to the people.
First and foremost, give thanks to each and everyone that has been messaging me about the farm. We've been putting up the farm on the social media for the past couple of weeks. And yeah, we have the first crop is cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's my first time. Well, it's not my first time really planting something because we used to do it in our backyard.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that we actually planted was basil.
Yes,
Remember
basil.
the basil? Yeah, basil.
And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Every single thing that I cooked had some basil in it.
Yeah, you see me? So we
It was basil and then with Scotch
and then we
bonnet
do the pepper, right? And then Warrior King brings some fertilizer. Come give me a big bag of fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
And we use that for the basil, we use that for the pepper, and
It was some
we
other
realized
things you had
that
there. We did we started to do pumpkin.
We started the pumpkin,
didn't get to
but we
see
never-
how
yeah.
it ended because we moved.
exactly.
So
It was like a nice little experience. I at first I just wanted to give the backyard a little life, and I feel like why not plant some things and see how it go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to get more and more into it and more interested.
Now he
And
fell in love.
I know.
That's his side chick. Like he get a lot of his time, bro. Like when I tell you, say he be up in that phone for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, from early
but
morning.
exactly from early morning until what I'm saying, he got to pick up the kids or whatever it is that he has to get done throughout the daytime. But
it really started out as just a nice little hobby,
mm-hmm.
And
pet project.
Yeah, I mean, just backyard farming, because as a Rasta man, you're in tune with earth, and
mm-hmm.
you like to see things grow. You know what I mean? And that's me. I'm interested in watching things grow. So when we realized I have the green thumb, I was like, okay. Let's try the pepper. We try the pepper. We buy some seed. We even bought callaloo seeds.
Callaloo, yeah.
And the callaloo didn't, come none at all. You know what I mean? But we tried the scotchy, and the scotchy worked.
That shit was lit. Like it
and
was
then
a
it
whole
pretty.
bunch. Yeah, some big old pretty peppers.
Yeah, man.
And the worst part about it is neither of us eat spice that much. So it was just like a project just to see how how it worked. I didn't really do much of it in that process. I was just like observing. I was watching just to see how he, I guess, to more see how he did on his own, to see if he showed that interest for me to say, all right, let me get interested in as well. Mm-hmm. Because I like to get interested in things that he's interested in, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Just so we can have something to, not everything though, because football, after all these years, like I still can't do the football thing. But, the farming thing is something that I enjoy as well. So when he started to do it and, me seeing actual things grow, I'm like, oh shit. Good. Yeah. Oh shit.
Feels really good.
He did it. So it was just like, all right, let's try to tackle it together.
Yep. And
so
then
now with the farm,
the opportunity now presented itself now. We one of my uncles, right? He had some property. He have some properties, and basically, him said to me, say, yo, like how you grow some things in the backyard. We have a space up in our mountain there where if you want to do some farming, you can do some farming. I say, what kind of meds is know? But in any case, me never really look upon it in a way, in a negative, way. We just say, all right, maybe it's just something that we need to tackle. And I take my time and go see about it and, put things into place. And now we have like, a nice little quarter acre of cabbage.
We're gonna show like a little video on social media.
I did vlogs already, like going up to the farm and stuff like that, and people and a lot of people comment on the vlog saying they like the farm, they like how things look, them like the big sour sap, and things really grow nicely up there, nice red dirt and thing. So we just we are take our time, we are get it done. And we're gonna be doing vlogs from the farm. We might even live stream from the farm. I might put something together and a nice little edit and make us see what I go on. When stages.
Yeah.
But for now, the first crop is cabbage, and me I tell you the truth, we plant the cabbage in a in a drought season. You know what I mean? And because we plant the cabbage in a drought season, so you know we now we have a whole quarter acre of cabbage. I go on good right now. We are fight with the worm them, and like I said, we plant in a drought season, and now in a June it's now hurricane season. So we kind of get through the drought, and we have learned some things now, you know, as far as farming goes, you know, planting from the bed and transplanting into the rows. And yeah, it's been really nice so far, and I'm really enjoy the vibes. And I think in another life, I can become a full-time farmer.
Okay.
You know?
Because he already told me I'm a farmer's wife, so I don't know what he acting like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't claim the title already.
Yeah, part-time.
Oh,
farmer.
part-time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in another life, I feel like I could have like all a nice 10 acre and have a big tractor and the things them where, you know, make
Big
work
things
easier.
you're going with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know, more like big exporter type farmer.
Okay. So why you can't do it in this life? Still possible.
I think that, I mean, if that is the way things go, then it go that way there, but we not really see it in terms of like we have a lot on our plate. I mean, if it turns out that way.
You're seeing it, but you're telling yourself that you're not seeing
No,
it.
I'm seeing,
Because for you to
I'm doing it. But at the same time, the levels of which we would have loved to get it done. We are do other things that might prohibit us from getting to that level, you know. I love music with a passion, and I feel like at that time of passion, that's what I want to do on a major level. You know what I mean? And I'll do the farming on, you know, part-time vibes, because I love it too. You know what I mean? And then suppose it happens that at the farming end up a feed, which farming is feeding us.
Either way.
Either way. But it end up that a farming end up become a big economic earner for our family. Then so be it. You know what I mean? Like, me not opposed to that. Me not opposed to that at all. I just feel like I love music, and that's what I want to pursue and continue to pursue, you know, on a major level. But why not? Why not pursue farming on a major level as well, you know?
You can. I mean, it's something that I feel like it's like a natural for you.
I love it, man. I love it. Just
like, you seem like a natural. Like, I've been to the farm a couple times with you, and just watching you and how you're doing things, and to know that you're a new farmer. You're a city farmer at that.
Yeah, town farmer, you know?
You know, so just to see your transition and see you just taking it serious and being in that zone and actually focusing and learning what it is that, you know, you need to learn and know in order for you to have good, healthy crops. Like, it's
yeah, man. There's no limit to what the human mind can. You know, yeah, man. Thank you.
It's not
baby.
even saying the human mind, but it's just the ability to just stick to it, and just because, you know, a lot of people, we start things, especially nowadays, where everyone in society, all of a sudden, everybody want to be an entrepreneur. Because before, everybody used to be okay with working a 9 to 5, but because, you know what I'm saying, they see a lot of people being successful and being financially stable with, you know, being entrepreneurs, it's becoming more often that, you know, a lot of people want to try things to become their own bosses. But a lot of people don't really understand the dedication and the hard work and the time that it takes to go into it.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's why I say, like, the admiration from that, it came from me for you, because it was just like, you know, to see that you actually sticking, you know, you're actually sticking to it.
Yeah.
You're actually not, you know, giving up. So it's a good little feeling.
We just start.
I mean, you've been...
the backyard farming is nothing compared to
what you're
what
doing
we're
right
trying
now.
to achieve.
But it's
now.
just the fact of growing something, actually watching it grow, and actually being able to eat it, and, you know what I'm saying, certain things like that.
And
that's
put
what
it
I
in
mean.
the market.
And put it in the market. I even say exactly.
You know, people
Finding
who want to buy
and stuff like that,
yeah.
that want they £100 and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I see you doing things like these. So it's just, I guess it's like a turn on for me. You get me? It's like I would kind of say it's like a turn on for me. You know, just to see you.
Yeah.
Just work and, you know, do something outside of your comfort zone.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And would you say it's outside of my comfort zone? Because I wouldn't say.
Because you're not a farmer, bro.
But must feel comfort. Stuff. It feels.
It feels like it. It feels like that's what you're made to do, or this is a part of who you are.
Yeah.
It does probably feel like that, but at the same time, you're not a farmer. You're a city guy. Like, you a hood Negro. Like, you ain't about no farming life. Like, yo, if y'all see him with this damn fertilizer, every time he puts it on, I'm like, what do I say to you?
What fertilizer are you talking about?
The fertilizer bag, yeah.
The spray pump?
Yeah, what do I always say to you?
Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. That's exactly what he looked like, a Ghostbuster. So it's just, you know, it's funny at the same time, but, you know, it's interesting to see him in a new element and to see him taking it serious in transition and being successful at it. Yeah. So
thank you for your support, baby.
It turns me on.
I appreciate your support 110%.
Yeah, I mean,
because you know, and every woman, you know, and farming is not every woman's cup of tea.
I mean, it wasn't my cup of tea at first. I mean, I'm a city girl.
Yeah.
I'm from the Bronx.
So
like,
to see that you're supportive of what, you know, of everything that I'm doing is amazing, and really appreciate it. And that is what wives do, man. That's exactly what husbands do. We hold it down for each other, no matter what. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not wrongs.
It's not taking away from your morals and your values at the end of the day.
You gotta hold it down for each other.
Even if he suck. Even if it not sound good, boost his ass until he gets to that level and give him that confidence and make him feel like. What you trying to say? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah, even if he suck. What that mean?
Not right.
Farming sucks?
No, I mean, if you suck, you know I would tell you that. I mean, you know I don't hold back with shit like that. I mean, but you know that. Yeah, because you've done things and I'm like, or songs and I'm like, yeah, I ain't feeling that shit. Next. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you've done songs and I'm like, yo, this shit is lit as fuck. Like, I can't wait to do the visual. They're like, you know what I'm saying? So it's...
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest with you. Either way, because at the end of the day, I feel like... Come here. I feel like in a career, it doesn't matter what it is that your spouse is doing. It's important to support, but it's important also to be honest.
Definitely.
Like, you know, even if you're not feeling it, you can let that person know. You can let your partner know, I'm not feeling it, but at the end of the day, let's figure out how to make it better.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can do to help you with this, or you going to figure it out and you going to get it, but I'm going to be there to support you and I'm going to be there to push you. You know what I'm saying? Until you get it right, or until you get it to the level where it's like, okay, professional, it sounds to the where, you know what I'm saying, needs to, or whatever it is that the person is doing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just important to support, and I always feel like I always got to support you because you always support me in anything I do. So, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You got to reciprocate.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. So, yeah, that's what's been going on for the past.
Let me say a happy belated birthday to my niece, Mackenzie. I love you so much, Mama. Her birthday was Friday that passed. She just turned 2. She is a bundle of joy, spark, fire, feistiness. Like, she rough, she's tough, she's just, I don't know how to explain it, but happy belated birthday, Pinky. We love you.
Yeah. More life, Pinks.
Okay. All right, now we can go into the topic.
Topic time. First topic in a long while. What we going into today? Might be something that a lot don't want to go into, but we're going to discuss it either way. All right.
Obligations to parents.
Do
you feel like a child is obligated to their parent just because a parent gives them life, gives them shelter, the necessities of a parent, what a parent should provide for, you know, a healthy, stable human being being raised? I was watching this video on, I don't remember if it's Facebook or Instagram, and it's like the mom was pretty much saying like she don't really have to do much in life because she's pushing her child to be a doctor or a lawyer, and she know that her child is going to be successful and make money. So she herself don't feel like she should really be doing much but pretty much take care of this child and get this child through so that this child could be, so to speak, somewhat like a meal ticket, you can say, some would say. So like, all right, call it to like, you know, like how some parents would push their kids into certain sports like football and stuff like that, knowing how dangerous it is, knowing about the concussions and all these other things that, you know, can derive from the physical, you know, roughness of the sport. So it's just like a parent putting their child through that with the dreams and aspirations as, okay, well, he's going to do all this and he's going to get recruited, he's going to get drafted to the NFL, he's going to get a lot of money, and I'm going to be rich and I don't have to work and I don't have to do nothing. At that point, do you feel like that child should turn around and say, okay, I'm obligated to take care of my parent. I have to make sure that my mom and dad is good, or my mom is good, or my dad is good, whichever parent is there, or my step parents, or whoever it is that's the guardian for that child or the caretaker. Do you feel like a child should say, damn, I have a family now and I have my mortgage to pay and I have a lot of things to do, but I got to make sure my mama's taken care of. I got to make sure I pay her bills. I got to make sure I do this because she did this for me and she sacrificed this for me. Do you think that children are to be put in that place where they are obligated to take care of us, even when we're not, even not
from a personal point of view?
Not in our older age.
Yes.
Okay.
From a personal point of view.
And why do you say
if my mother do everything to steer me into a successful path, you know, and sacrifice her time, her everything, so that I can become successful, then of course me personally I go feel obligated
to make sure she's
good, because she's the one that steered me to this success that I'm having right now. You know what I mean? Conversely though, I don't think a lot of people out there might see it as a must, and I would understand. I wouldn't agree, but I would understand why. Because I mean, you have a lot of people there that lack certain morals, you know, certain understanding, that, you know, when you have someone behind you that it's like you saying you're supporting me in everything that I do, and after you have supported me and given me the strength to move forward and become successful, me I go say to myself, I don't know.
It's like you taking up a next woman and leaving me and be like, you know what, she have a more higher degree and she more classier and she fit my lifestyle. No, I think she and left she.
I mean,
that's a good way to put it.
Even if me decide to move on, because obligation is a serious word. You know, even though you help me to reach my goals, it don't necessarily means that I'm obligated to you forever.
But do you think that
forever?
But do you think that you should be tied to an obligation for something that you decided to do as a parent? You decided to have a child. That child did not decide to come into the world. So if you think about it in that aspect, because that was a thing, that was a point that was brought up as well. Like, I didn't ask to be here. You decided that you wanted to have a child. That's your responsibilities. You take care of your responsibilities. So how do you feel about it on that end?
In terms of, I don't understand. Say that again. Like,
in terms of the child saying, like, to the parent, I didn't ask to be brought to this world. That's your responsibility.
But you have life.
But that's because of you. You decided to do that, so you take care of your responsibility. Right. That's like you buying a house and a car and saying, all right, I paid for it for such and such time. I'm done paying for it now, so y'all gonna have to finish the payment, but I'm gonna still live here, and I'm gonna still claim it. I'm gonna still take all of the responsibilities and all that, but I'm just not paying for it. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. So that's why the child is like, I didn't ask to be here.
It's a form of selfishness, in a sense. I feel like as a family we have to build together. You know, it no matter who in the position for lead and who in the position for pick up. We should build together. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, somebody are going to be, the cycle are going to be, the roles are going to be reversed at some point. You understand what I mean? I say, me can then in my position now set things for you come in, come step in and bring it to the next level while me sit back and watch you now I do it. And it can feel like, well, I do the work now and you just sit back and I enjoy the fruits of my labor. But when you did enjoy the fruits, when me did I set it, and me come set it for you can step in it now. You understand what I mean? I say, so I feel like I say, I would understand if somebody said, no, I'm not obligated to you.
Because that's what the child was saying, like, I'm not obligated to you. You decided to have me, I didn't have you.
Would I understand, but at the same time, would I view it still as a form of selfishness. And
of course.
And I wouldn't agree, but would I understand. You know what I mean? People are like that.
And I understand that as well.
And like I say, in terms of like relationships, I feel like even if you have my back for how much years and you help build me, and then me decide say I want to leave. There shouldn't be like some farmer argument saying that, but I me bill you, so how you want to leave me? Like what? If it's not working out,
my guy.
But
my
listen,
guy.
Listen me fully.
My guy.
Listen me fully before you start talk. But at the same time, if you build me to a level and I'm successful and we are successful, but then we are apart, then you deserve to get. You deserve to get.
So you're not going to fight that.
Eh?
So you're not gonna fight that part then?
No, you deserve because
it's deserved.
Yes, because you help me for build and reach.
That work in.
Yeah, you help me for build and reach to the level. So of course you deserve, but there's not an obligation to stay.
No, it's not an obligation to stay. However, it's an obligation to make sure she get what she deserves.
Of course,
the time and the effort and everything that she put into that relationship.
Some people feel like there's an obligation to stay because she helped build or email build.
I don't feel like no one is obligated to stay in anything that they're not happy in. Doesn't matter who helped who to do what. But as we said, like there's obligations for you to make sure that if that person is not financially stable, you make sure that person is comfortable and that person have what they need. Yeah. Just off of the strength that, hey, you helped me get where I am.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying? That's just the loyalty part about it in my opinion.
That's the loyalty part about it. Exactly.
But for me, I would feel, I feel like, as you said,
Exactly.
I feel like we should be obligated to take care of our parents.
Of course.
Just for the fact that
our parents,
they did what they did for us.
Especially because they did what they did.
Because a lot of parents neglect their children, leave their children abandoned.
Especially because.
So just for the fact that you did what you did, a level of respect and a level of appreciation should be there.
Yeah.
However, I will say this. Just because that level of appreciation and respect is there doesn't mean that I should kiss your ass.
Yeah,
it's a difference. Also. Because there's a lot of parents that feel like, okay, I gave you life, so you should kiss my ass and you should do what I tell you to do and you should do things according to me. Not necessarily. Because a lot of parents stop parenting after a certain time frame. So it's like, all right, what are you really doing for that child or adult to feel like, let me listen or let me do what you're telling me to do because you're doing so much for me in life. You get what I'm saying? After a certain age. But I feel like a child, if you're financially stable and your parent is not good and your parent is not comfortable, you're workless. That's careless because there's a lot of people out here that would rather give their spouse or their partner money and houses and lavish trips and their parents is living in the meanest and dirtiest shack in the illest ghettos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that is things that you have to look on. And I always say to myself, like, when you're dating a man or even a woman, the way how they treat their parents is always something to look at. I don't really care about what happened in the past or how the parents treated them or, you know, how things might be perceived in whatever situation it is, at some point we have to understand that that unconditional love and respect must be there, must be given. You know what I'm saying? At all points in time. Definitely. So it doesn't really matter what the situation is or how disrespectful you feel they are or how they neglected you or how they didn't take care of you or how they didn't give you what it is that you felt you needed to be, you know, successful in life. So it's important for us to always understand that that love and that support and that respect still is important to give and also to receive, you know, because it goes both ways. Because that's how any relationship is going to thrive, is when both parties is making sure that certain things is working.
Definitely.
But yeah, parents, kids, I think that, you know, we have to make sure that our parents is straight. If we don't do that shit, you workless, like on a different level. There's no way you can have money and your parent is out here begging or doing something that, you know what I'm saying, stealing or doing something that they're not supposed to be doing because, you know, you every time you just decide say you want to be out or, you know, you didn't help me or you didn't do this or to the ability that you know, you should have. And a lot of us kids are really ungrateful certain way because it's like we don't realize and understand and appreciate that our parents did the best that they could with what they had. You know what I'm saying? I doubt any parent is really going to get up and just be shitty and just be like, okay, I don't want to be a parent, so I'm just going to do whatever and I'm just going to be an asshole and I'm just going to be mean to this child and, you know, be neglectful and just give them a lot of negativity. There's like probably a 1% chance a parent is going to do something like that. But for the most part, a lot of people go through things and a lot of people don't know how to channel what they're going through and how to express it and how to get past and, you know, live with a lot of things that they've been through or going through or have, you know what I'm saying, foresee that's going to be happening. So it's kind of, you know, it's just a weird thing. But we definitely have to make sure our parents is good. We definitely have to make sure that we set ourselves up to be good at the same time and don't wait for your children and be like, okay, well, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to put everything in my child. I feel like you should do everything for your child, but don't do it with expectations of them coming back and making sure that you're good. Set yourself up and make sure that you're good at the same time. Because just how you making sure the child is good, the same way how you can formulate a plan and see, you know, like Serena Williams' father, how he saw everything for them before it even happened. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a vision like that, you have to make sure that it's well thought out on all levels. And not just, okay, well, I'm just going to make sure that they're financially stable. Okay, what about me? How am I going to earn on this? You see what he did? He made himself a manager. He made sure to learn the business. He made sure to learn certain things so he can be able to cut himself in and not saying, okay, well, I'm going to make sure they good and then live off of their money and depend on them. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, not just to make it as all about, okay, I'm going to make sure the kids is good so that they can be successful and take care of me. No, let me set myself in a position where I'm going to make sure that they're successful, but at the same time, I'm going to set myself a seat at the table as well so that I can take care of myself and I'm comfortable and I have an earning and I have an income where I can live off of without looking to my child or my children for financial stability or financial help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So that's just how I feel about it. But it's a very touchy topic. Many not gonna like it, but you know, it's something that we should discuss. It's something that we need to discuss a little bit more in our community, because I do find it that a lot of African American parents, they do have that mentality as, I'm just gonna put everything into my child because more I make sure say them have everything so them can get everything and them can go school and them can, like, what about yourself? Just because you have a child, that doesn't mean that you cannot accomplish your goals and you can't fulfill your desires and your dreams as well. You know what I'm saying? Same way how, as I said, you're doing for them, you do the same thing for you and make sure that you're good too. So it's just the encouragement, and having a child also that, you know, helps to encourage you as well is also good, in a spouse or whoever is around you, support system. But let us know what you think about this topic. As I said, it's very somewhat controversial, you know, for a lot of people, because this touches a lot of people, you know, at home, where a lot of them probably do have this mentality that we are obligated, you know, to take care of our parents, whether you agree or not. But let us know below in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this and other previous episode of our podcast. We thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you guys go and subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I was just about to say I'm like Red Square official.
Welcome back.
RSI Network. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We thank you guys so much for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita. I'm your host, and this is my handsome co-host.
I'm like Red Square. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. You know, so what's up to the proverbs? Like, what on with that?
What proverbs you talking about?
We used to do like a little African proverbs, or you know, and Breda. Well, good people. Make sure y'all go check out the new merch. We're gonna have them on the IG page, and we'll give y'all info on where to be able to purchase them.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to set up something in Kingston where you guys can be able to purchase your tees.
Yes. Yes, we have them in Jamaica now.
Yes.
Usually we sell from overseas. We ship from overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So now we actually have merch here in Jamaica. If you want merch, just link up. You know what I mean?
Limited size, so first come, first serve.
Limited edition.
Come through with it. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining us on another episode. Once again, my name is Nikita. I'm your host, and this is my handsome co-host.
I'm like Red Square.
So yes, up and I fix up and I don't like that for
peace, love,
salute, peace and soul.
Yeah.